During the show, Eric left, and we were all wondering why. He was gone a long time.
I thought he was taking a big shit.
Yeah.
I said that actually to Travis, who I saw.
That was funny.
I saw behind
We were
the
just in the
glass.
middle of a conversation. Iraq taking a big shit?
Iraq taking a
No?
big shit?
Okay. And then
No.
moved on.
Nah.
And he was talking to someone's wife.
He was getting news. Horrible news.
Horrible news. And it is true. Steve C., who was a producer for us for many years.
Yes.
Worked with the show for, I don't know, at least 10 years.
Yeah.
Died.
Terrible.
And I'm sick about it.
That's terrible.
And E-Rock was getting the call from his wife, yesterday during the show?
Yeah.
And then you chose to tell us right after the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt with what you had going on at that time.
Poor E-Rock. He has to break the news when it should be someone like Kenny who just loves things like that.
Yeah.
But, you know, had to be E-Rock. Poor innocent little Nagel.
Yeah, you should have gave the job to Kenny, right?
Yeah.
He's probably mad today. He didn't
Kenny
get
would have
that
come
job.
in, remembering what it was like to be a cop and knock on some stranger's door and watch him just break down on the floor.
Right.
I'm sorry for your loss.
I know people mean well, but people are just stupid. And one of those stupid people today is Kevin from Connecticut, who's
Oh, Kevin, what happened?
who's an Uber fan. He's like, he writes me, this is his condolence tweet to me. I know you and Steve weren't the best of friends. And I was telling Aunt just before the show, I'm like, how do you know that? Because first of all, it's not true.
How do you
It's
know
not even-
that?
It's not even close to true.
How do you know that, Kevin from
He
Connecticut?
just writes, I know you and Steve weren't the... That's not true.
Yeah, people are commenting now, yeah, Kevin, you queer. They don't
It's not true.
They're bashing Kevin now.
Unfortunately, about 2 years ago, Steve had to leave the show because they just eliminated his position.
Yeah.
Didn't want to pay anybody anymore. And, you know, and he went on to a few other radio jobs, and we were all tight. We were all good. We were all good with Steve. So I know you and him weren't the best of friends is the stupidest thing I've read in a long time.
He's commenting, he's saying it's because you yelled at him a lot.
Oh, really? Well, you don't know what we were about behind the scenes. So stop.
Keep digging a hole there, Kevin from Connecticut.
Because we yelled a lot. You don't know me. Kevin, I met you once. You don't know me.
Oh, man.
None of these people know who I am.
You don't know me.
You know a part of me. You have no idea the phone calls and the times we hung out. So, you know, it's a really sad day. I remember bringing him on to NEW back in the day. He would send us tapes.
Yeah, back in the day.
And he sent me a bunch of tapes. He really wanted to be in radio bad. He was doing like small town radio, but he had that voice. And at the time, we had a position for I think it was an assistant production director at the time, right?
Yeah.
Like a basically, low level position. He grabbed it and he ran with it. He also realized we didn't have a website. So he took it upon himself to, build a website for us, basically.
And watermark everything.
He watermarked everything. I'm not saying it was perfect. I'm not saying it was perfect.
Oh, my God.
But he did pick up on our laziness. So I have a love-hate with that watermark because we weren't doing anything.
Oh, see, now you're just giving Kevin from Connecticut an excuse.
No, but we even got past that. And the fact remains that he gave us a massive visual element, and that was his in. I mean, he started as an assistant production director, and then he really worked that website for the Opie and Anthony show.
Yeah.
Wow, man. When no one had websites.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was, of course, Foundry. Yeah.
Foundry Music. I mean, the old listeners remember me saying a million times, foundrymusic.com, FOUNDRY music.com.
Yes.
I probably said that 10,000 times easily.
Yeah.
Easily.
Remember
to try
that.
to get to, people to the website to check out our shit.
Videos, pictures, sounds,
Everything.
stinky cam.
Everything. So, E-Rock, what can you tell us?
All right.
Well,
Without going into any details, dummy. Don't-
Well, how about this? You talked to him 2 days ago, right?
Yeah, on Tuesday morning.
Because you invited him to your housewarming that we're all going to tomorrow night.
man.
Yeah, and he hadn't responded yet, so I didn't know. Usually he would tell me right away yes or no if he could come out. So I sent him a text. I'm like, hey, are you guys coming? And he called me and he said, I don't think we're going to be able to make it. It's our anniversary, and we're probably going to do something this weekend. So I said, okay, we'll get together another time, no problem. And yeah, that was the last I heard from him.
Right.
And then yesterday I get the phone call from his wife.
His beautiful wife, by the way.
Yeah.
And his kid's what, like 2.5?
Yeah, he's not far off from
My
your
son.
kid.
Yeah, I know.
Your son.
So his kid is about 2.5. That's just brutal, man.
Yeah.
That is fucking brutal. And you got the news yesterday, and then you told us. I was just staring at you like, all right, nice bit.
You were
Why are you
getting
doing
mad.
this bit? Huh?
You were getting mad, and I was trying to tell you, I'm like, I'm not making this up.
Well, people get mad because they don't want to believe. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's natural.
And, so I was talking to her yesterday, and obviously she's upset and angry by everything, and that Steve had died Wednesday night.
Jeez. Yeah, it sucks. Such is what they say, life.
Yeah.
Life.
You don't like this shit, do you?
No, it's terrible.
No one really likes it, though.
It's terrible. It's terrible.
No one really likes it at all.
Hate it.
Yeah.
I had to block a few people
Why?
last night on Twitter.
I
Just inconsiderate fuckwads that think they're a little too close to the this situation, but they're not. I guess I understand that fans of the show, and we pour everything out on here, so they think they're a little closer to all of us than they really are.
Right.
And they think it gives them the opportunity to presume that they can say whatever the fuck they want. And some of the stuff they say is, I think they mean it to be funny, but it's not. In those situations. And
Well, I mean, the argument.
Bye-bye.
They would argue that we make fun of everybody and everyone's death, but we don't know those people. That's the difference.
Yeah, exactly. And, call it hypocritical, but that's just the way it is.
It's probably
So go fuck yourself.
It's probably a bit hypocritical, to be honest with you. It probably is. Fair enough.
Yeah.
But I saw nothing but people being cool last night. I really did.
Oh, fucking!
It was unbelievable.
99.9%. But
Same thing when we lost Patrice. People who are true fans of the show just get it.
Exactly.
Just get it on these really low, horrible days. And there is a difference in our dumb world.
Lost a lot of pounds of friends on the Opie and Anthony show of late, over the past year. Many pounds of friends.
Who did we lose in the last year alone, E-Rock? Is this show cursed?
No. We lost.
We're just old.
Are we just getting up to that age?
Yeah.
The obvious one, Patrice.
Steve C.
Mike DiStefano.
Geraldo. That's all within the last year and a half or so, right?
Yeah, Geraldo's about 2 now.
Yeah.
2.
Yeah. Yeah, that sucks.
So
I tweeted a Coke Logic video, a cartoon that he made last night
which one?
with Steve. It was the one we were just bashing. Steve shopping at Lane Bryant.
Right.
It was that one. It's fucking funny, man. Goddamn, Coke Logic makes some great shit. Yeah.
Steve gave us amazing shit.
He made such a great Steve cartoon, too.
Steve, where's your music?
He goes right here.
Pause this. I'll set it up. And put all this shit on our Facebook page there, E-Rock.
Yeah, this is
Opie and
hilarious.
Anthony, one word on Facebook.
Coke
So what is this? Just him talking about his band Foundry?
Yeah, and of course we just fucking relentlessly pound him about it.
Was this the first time we ever heard
I'm not sure.
Foundry?
Oh, wow. Is it? I don't think so.
I remember when he finally brought that CD in, and that's to this day one of my favorite bits from this show.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
It's a great fucking...
So how long is that bit? Maybe we should play that today.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Eric?
it's a good one.
That one's a bit longer.
Hang
on. Let me
you guys kind of went a long time.
I think it was like 34 minutes.
Oh, really?
It's
Yeah,
great, though,
let me
because
find it.
It's something that...
But if it's worth playing, I mean, this is a weird day. I mean, it's just... You don't know what to say or do. To be completely honest with you.
It's great because the CD was something that you guys had heard about for so long, and he finally brought it in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know? You want to play this?
Yeah, so this is the animation that Coke Logic did.
Yeah.
Coke Logic is amazing. Coke Logic on
Where's
Twitter.
your music?
He goes right here. Like,
He looks so sad and
Come on,
dejected.
Foundry.
No energy. He's like, it's right here. The name of the CD you guys put out was What Kills Me?
That's right.
Our own Steve.
Very aggressive.
And you were the singer?
Uh-huh.
I guarantee you, Steve right now is secretly hoping that there's a big talent scout listening.
No, I'm not.
Who will recognize that Foundry was a band that was overlooked.
Guys,
No.
you guys weren't looking at this closely.
Oh, no, what?
Steve, would you like to let everyone know what your rock name was?
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah. Stephen Carr.
Let me clarify one thing.
Oh, boy.
I forgot
If
about
I
that.
find out if you spelled it C-A-R-R,
Yeah.
I'm gonna smash
Did you?
almonds into your face.
Yes, I did.
This is Steve Carr on vocals. Oh, was Steve douche taken? How many times did you rehearse the speech at the Grammys? They normally don't recognize this kind of music. You know,
I'm sure I had those conversations with myself, like, in the shower or at night.
This lead singer of a popular band is actually named Steve Carlisi, and everyone knows it. Who is Steve Carr? Steve Carr is correct.
That's right.
Yes, Steve Carr.
This band actually put out one CD, and it sucks a bag of ass.
Wow. I used to wear these awful get-ups with, since I was so big, I couldn't buy stage clothes in normal, I couldn't buy off the rack, so I was going to Lane Bryant, the fat woman.
Oh, my
Fat woman
God.
shop.
Steve Carr gets his clothes from Elaine Bryant. We'll tell you more in this issue
And I
of
had
Tiger
this-
Beat.
And I had this, yes, indeed.
Damn.
You would go to Elaine Bryant, and what would you buy for your crazy stage outfit?
A 3X leopard skin blouse.
Wow.
I had that. I had gold sequin Doc Martens.
You're divine.
Yeah.
You are divine.
Yeah, I think
Steve Carr.
Oh, you stink.
it was awful. I wore black eyeliner when I was.
We got to blow up the lyrics.
Oh, are these lyrics? Why didn't I look at that?
Oh, yeah.
I want to love. I want to hate.
I want to punch a girl in her vagina.
I want to do promos that nobody gets.
I want to turn and deviate.
Play the hit Ramon.
Bring me a cloth.
A little taste. What song you want us to play? Pendulum?
Yeah, you can,
Pendulum by
they all have
Steve, as performed by Stephen
Stephen
Carr
Carr.
in the band Foundry.
Swings back and forth like a pair of balls when you're wearing a Lane Bryant dress.
There you go, Coke Logic. The animation's great.
It's funny, man.
And Steve, Coke Logic captured Steve's eyes, which is kind of creepy because
Yeah.
Coke Logic hasn't been around in person.
The darting back and forth eyeballs.
He really captured that.
Yeah.
So,
It's Harrison Ford's birthday.